हो माझ्याकडे मी शेअर करेल.
मला शेअर करता ते मिळालं नाही म्हणजे विचार होता की माझ्याकडून चूक व्हायला नको ना एवढी माणसं होती बाकी उगा चूक व्हायला नको त्याच्यासमोर म्हणून त्याला तुम्हाला थोडा त्रास देतो आता.
ठीक आहे.
ओके सर ओके.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, Amol. It's like audible to you, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
So it is full screen, how it is?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
चलो हाँ जी सर, कुछ भी कर दो आप, मैं मेल बना
Hello, sir. Am I audible to you, sir?
Sorry?
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
We are waiting just to for the participants. I think we have only 3 right now.
No problem, sir. No problem. Let us make this a very successful session.
Yeah. Mr. Vijay is also there.
Hey, hi, Mr. Vijay. I'm all here.
Hi, Amol, Vijay here.
Hi, Vijay. Nice to
Nice
see.
to
Nice to be here with you.
same here. Let's just wait for some more time that
Sure,
some
sure, sure.
participants come, and
Yeah,
then we start it.
no problem. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we already have 3 attendees as of now.
right.
Yeah, we are waiting for more.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is Kamendra, and as per schedule, today we are going to start webinar about the MBBS in abroad. With me, I'm having two more panelists. Uh, One is Mr. Vijay. Vijay, are you there? Say hello.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Kamendri. I am here, very much alive. Just
Yeah.
muting myself, but I am listening. I am around.
Yes, Vijay is a university official from Ukraine University, and he is also ex-ambassador of the Ukraine. We are also having Mr. Amol. He's a student advisor and business development manager at InterAdvice Education Private Limited. Amol, are you there?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. A hearty good afternoon and welcome to this wonderful session on study MBBS abroad. Thank you, Kamendra sir, for the wonderful introduction.
Yeah, you can start the introduction.
Okay, so can I start?
Yes.
Okay, so, well, good evening. Myself, Amol, here I've taken as the business development manager for InterAdvice Education. Now, for those of you who may be slightly new to the company, let me introduce Mr. Kamendra Dahat and our company, InterAdvice Education. So Kamendra Das sir is a visionary, and in the year 2005, he had a dream to provide guidance, proper guidance for students from India. Those are aspiring to study overseas but lack the information and know-how. So in 2005, he started InterAdvice Education, and today the company has grown in leaps and bounds. And because of such dedication and his hard work, we are able to derive numbers and able to reach places which others have not even thought of. So InterAdvice has partnered with more than 300 international universities and colleges, and with more than 12 years plus long experience, Kamendra Dahat sir has provided an array of services for the students. Some of the services which we provide for the students. When we discuss about MBBS, so I'm not deviating from that. But yes, as a part of the services of inter-advised education, let's see how we help the students and how we are different from the others. So then over to the main presentation. Okay, so we are different because we are not here to promote or sell a particular university. We are very student focused, a career focused company based on the student profile and following the academic guidelines. So in our company, the selection of universities or colleges is purely based on the student's profile, his areas of interest, and we provide some cost effective and assistance for the entire university application. We conduct the mock interviews, we provide him additional services such as education loan, travel and forex. We also provide free departure briefings and free online help for student queries. So in terms of lockdown today, let me tell you that all our entire team is helping the students, attending their calls, answering their queries, online, offline, whatever the mode may be. Apart from this, we are also providing post-landing services, airport pickup, arranging the accommodation of the students, and handholding the students for the entire documentation part. So here I like to say that the team is very well experienced in all the aspects. So as our main motto is to see that the student is satisfied, he gets what he requires, and he undergoes a hassle-free process whereby he has a clear-cut guidelines on what is required in parts of documentation when he has to submit. We also help the students for SOPs and LORs and try to arrange the documentation, submit the documents for the universities and visas. Last but not the least, I also need to mention that we also help the students for scholarships. So what is unique? The uniqueness is inter-advised education has become a name, a brand by itself to promote medical education. Yes, guys, you have heard correctly. Medical education. Now, this is something that everyone cannot afford to provide. Well, there are many consultants in the market out there, but we are different than them because we are providing a niche into the segment of the students for medical education. Every year, lakhs of students appear for NEET, and we know the ratio. how many of them can actually get. So it's more than 500:1, apart from all the quotas and all. And believe me, MBBS education in India is more expensive than even in the United States. So in order to help the students, we have seen that the suicidal rates of students have also grown up. So we have tried to come up with a social cause and tried to provide a solution to the students. Okay, don't worry. You cannot get admission in India, so there's nothing to worry. We have other options for you, my friend. And these are like Russia, Ukraine, and other countries as well. So inter-advised education has focused and derived a niche in itself and trying to cater to the dreams of the students to see that they achieve their, their dream of becoming a medical doctor. And not only that, we are counseling students post the studies as well for the MCI regulation, for the MCI eligibility check, okay, how to arrange for the visa, for the funds. So each and everything the students are handled. And the students, when they are satisfied, they write excellent reviews, they refer students. So that is why we do not have to advertise too much. So those of you who may complain that we have not heard too much, well, we don't require to advertise too much because the students themselves act as our ambassadors and they are intending to refer or recommend other students. We have a national presence basically in Maharashtra. We have many branches, and then of course in other parts of India as well. We have very good associates who help us, to derive the results at all times. So today let's see the topics we are going to cover very quickly to come in the first permission. Why to study MBBS abroad? Well, everyone will say India mein acha hai. Why to study abroad? Of course, we will see that and cater to that. And options and opportunities. What are the options and what are the opportunities for the student who is investing his time and money to study MBBS overseas? Let's see important aspects. Admission requirements. Everyone wants to get admission in top universities, but do they qualify for that? Let us see on that aspect as well, the admission requirements. Then the next part, fees and living cost. The tuition fees, of course, very important. So of course, the students can have different budgetary options. So let us see that university can be within our budget. And of course, last but not least, the living cost associated. So tuition fees is one aspect, and living cost is also another aspect. So today we are going to have a look at that. Then the most important aspect is the visa requirements. Well, even if you get an admission to travel to that country, you require a visa. So let us try to understand the visa requirements and how inter-advice helps you to fulfill those. Again, for those of you who ask, oh, sir, my visa is refused. What next? So don't panic. We are there to help you out. We have solutions in case your visa is refused. Talk about accommodation options. Well, there are plenty of options on campus, off campus, sharing, with all the meals and amenities, and as well as for those of you who can cook your own food, we have options for them. So accommodation options suited across all the budgets are also available. We will also discuss on the part-time jobs. Though MBBS is a very rigorous program, students may not get that much time to work part-time, but still, those of you who can definitely look for those aspects, we will try to cover from that angle as well. Then visa extension and switching. Okay, so visa is about to expire. So how do I extend the visa, or I wish to stay additional duration in that country? What are the visa extension options for me? And switching over from a student visa to work visa, maybe a permanent residency. So these are also some of the options. Post completion of MBBS, very important factor. Post completion. Okay, I have completed my MBBS. Now what next? So there also you require guidance, of course, in case you are planning to come back to India and practice here. What are the rules, regulations, what exams you need to appear, or alternatively, what are the other options you can consider apart from the country where you have graduated? You may wish to go to the US, you may wish to go to Europe, Australia, so what are the options available to you? So these also will be covered in all aspects. So these are the topics today which we have planned to cover, so that all the doubts will be clear at the end of the session, and the student may be focused on
Thank you, Amol. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. Over to you now.
Yeah, all the participant, yes, this is a webinar. We already started and Amol has given a fantastic introduction of internet device and all the topics which we are going to cover today in this webinar. One more thing, whenever you have anything, any question, that time you can write the question in the question box or in the chat box, okay? And we'll answer all those questions at the end of the webinar. In between webinar, we'll not discuss anything. We'll just go through all the details. We will take you through the presentation. Once the presentation is finished, we'll give you enough time to ask the questions, and we'll try to give satisfactory answer of all the questions. Yes, so I'm going to start. Why to study MBBS abroad? Already, Amol told you, like say, the number of seats in India are very low as compared to the aspirants, those are willing to become doctor in India. So the ratio is not matching anywhere, like say about 60,000 seats are there and about 16 lakh students, they are appearing for UG NEET. So it is not possible to get admission in India for all the aspirants, medical aspirants. Medical institutes abroad have been approved by Medical Council of India. If the university is approved by Medical Council of India, in that case, only students are allowed to practice back in India after completion of the MBBS program from that university. If it is not listed in Medical Council of India, then there is a problem because student will not get eligibility certificate. Guaranteed and direct admission system. So we can guarantee you because there is a direct admission system, there is no any examination entrance test. In few of the universities, yes, there is an entrance test, but we do prepare you for the entrance test as well. And yes, there nowadays, because of this COVID-19, most of the university, they started conducting online entrance tests. So we will be able to share all the links if you are willing to write the test. Those tests are for your academic, depends on your NEET portion. And this test will give you some scholarship as well. So this is called scholarship cum admission test. But not for the all university, only few universities conduct this test. But yes, what we do, whenever you send the documents, we do the proper assessment, and on the spot, we will be able to tell you whether you are eligible for XYZ university to get admission or not. And accordingly, we can select the proper university where your profile is matching with the requirements. Absolutely no donation and capitation fee. You know, whenever students, they are not getting admission on merit base in Indian universities, medical colleges, that time there are few seats where we need to pay the donation, and that donation amount is like very big, very huge amount. But in case of the abroad education, nobody will ask you for the donation. International exposure and experience way better than the Indian experience, because see, I always give the example, yes, if you want exposure, if you get more knowledge, if you travel more, then definitely you will come to know about the world, what is going on, what is good in there, what is good in us, because unless and until you get opportunity to tell about yourself to somebody who is not from your country, the person will not come to know how good you are and what kind of knowledge you are having, in what field you are having the good experience. So that's the reason international exposure is always better. And small class size. This is one of the, again, say only 20 students or 30 students are in the class. So because of the small class size, personal attention of the lecturer is possible. Personal attention for your, what we can say, dissection, all the labs, even if you go for the help here, yes, they can give you the personal attention. and that will be always better for you to learn more, to get more exposure and more experience. Now, options and opportunity. So where we can study MBBS. So there are many places like you can say Curacao, which is in Caribbean, Lithuania, which is in Europe, Georgia, Ukraine, USA, United States of America, Russia, China, Philippines, United Kingdom, and even Germany. So lot many countries are having universities, those are accepting application from international students, but they are having their own entry requirement. Also, they are having their own fees. So as per your budget and as per your profile, we are the company who can suggest you the best university and best country. So admission requirements, this is like say, here I'm saying as per the MCI, what MCI is required, 50% marks. So in your 12th standard PCB, physics, chemistry and biology, if you scored 50% of the marks, then as per the MCI rule, you are eligible to get admission, but not in case of the all the universities. Few of the universities, they are asking 75%. Few of the universities, they are asking 90%. So few of the universities, those are in UK. Just recently I visited there. I discussed about the admission for Indian student for their MBBS program. So they are saying it should be more than 80%. And few of the universities, yes, they are saying if they fulfill the Indian criteria, even though we'll conduct entrance test, and then only we can enroll them for this MBBS program, MD program. But few of the universities are there, they have given us the right to conduct the test, and even we conduct tests in India itself, and we can award scholarship as well, and we can give you guaranteed admission. So NEET minimum score required as per the last year, it was cut off 135 and 119. For say reserve category, it was 119, and for the open category, it was 134. And even this year also, this score is acceptable because of the COVID-19. Like NEET examination, when it will happen, we don't know. They declare that they will conduct in the next month, but till now we don't know what will happen in the future. That's the reason most of the university they convey the message that even if they are having last year's score, so student can apply on the basis of last year's score if you are repeating for the NEET. Letter of recommendation, this is one of the requirement, and it should be on letterhead. Most of the student, they don't know how to get letter of the recommendation and how it should be. So if you visit to our nearest office, branch office, they will provide you with the format and they will guide you about letter of recommendation. If you get very good letter of recommendation, then there are more chances of getting admission and scholarship as well. Translation and apostle. In some of the countries, we need to translate the document because see, I think most of the participants are from Maharashtra. So the documents like birth certificate, we can find in Marathi. So these Marathi documents or Hindi documents or documents are in Punjabi or in Gujarati, they don't accept. That's the reason we have to go to the embassy and we have to translate that, and we are there to help you in getting the translation done. Second thing is like apostle. So many of the university in Caribbean and European university, they required apostle of the documents. So in apostle also, we can help you to get it done. You don't need to take like say go here and there, run here and there, how to get it done. Go to the Google search and pay to anybody, not required. We'll take care of translation and apostle. Medical fitness certificate, this is the requirement. So you have to go to the concerned MBBS medical officer, and you have to take a medical certificate from them. This is acceptable in many countries, but in few of the countries, say USA, UK, or some USA is required that immunization report. But in case of UK and all, you have to go to the panel doctor. Those are appointed on the medical panel of the embassy. Then from there only you have to get the test done, X-ray done, and then we can submit that. Birth certificate, yes. So birth certificate is very important. Many of the university, they accept birth certificate in English. When embassy accept birth certificate in English, well, but in few of the university, there is a specific criteria that they require birth certificate which is latest issued. So even if you are having birth certificate which is issued maybe 1 year ago, or maybe after your birth, that is not acceptable for them. You have to revisit to your concerned department, corporation, and you have to apply again for the birth certificate. And this time you can ask them to give birth certificate in English language, so that will be easy for you to submit to the university. No need to go for translation again. Statement of purpose, yeah, this is a very important document whenever you are looking for the admission in abroad university. You are willing to become doctor, but why? So this is one of the question. And then again your objective, and how it is. Then again inspiration, from where you got this inspiration, what you think that is this job is more suitable to you, or this profession is more suitable to you. And again you have to write, yes, what you will do after completion of the program. So for statement of purposes, so if you visit our nearest office, our student advisor, definitely they will guide you, and they will give you some formats as well. And so that according to that format, you can write, you can show them, they will check it. If it is up to the mark, they will accept it. If some changes are required, again, they will suggest you make the changes, and then final SOP will send to the university, so that things will become easy. In one go only you can get admission later, acceptance later from the university. Application form and fee, yes. For any of the university, if you are going for the admission, yes, you have to fill up the application form, and you have to make payment of the application fee. Whatever fee is there, you need to pay, even in Indian colleges as well. Then photographs, it is as per the requirement of the college or maybe embassy. Few of the universities, they required 11 photographs, 10 photographs. Few of the universities even required 4 photographs. So it depends. Again, our advisor will guide you properly once you select the country and university. Then application you need to sign, and few other documents also you need to sign, and you need to send to the university. Means we will send to the university, just you need to approach to our nearest office, we'll get it done. English language proficiency. So English language proficiency, in many of the university, they don't require, even they teach you English language in your first year of the MD degree, MD course, first semester. But in most of the universities like maybe UK, USA, or if you consider Lithuania, or even if you consider Georgia, so these countries, they require English language proficiency certificate, that may be IELTS or TOEFL. So you need to score about 6.0 banks in IELTS, and you need to score maybe 78 out of 120 in TOEFL, IBT, internet-based test. And very important document, that is passport. So without passport, you are not eligible to write any of the English proficiency test. You are not eligible to get acceptance letter from any of the university. So my suggestion to most of the student, if you are studying now in 12th standard, and if you don't have passport, because I know I have the experience last time when I conducted spot assessment, so about more than 60% student they were not having passport, but they know everything, where to go, how to go, and they are willing to go abroad desperately for studying. And they were not having passport. But see, sometimes passport also take time. If there is address change or something, then it takes time. So better you start application of the passport. It is online only. You go to the concerned passport office site, you apply, you create account, apply there, just provide your address proof. Maybe Aadhaar card is acceptable now, and you need to provide your bank account statement of last 1 year, and it is easy to get passport. So passport is very important document. They don't accept Aadhaar card at the time of admission, or they don't accept Aadhaar card at the time of any IELTS or TOEFL test. Now, most of the student, they ask me about the fee and the living cost. Basically, what happened, the fees, living cost is depend on university, what kind of program they are giving, what are the opportunity, where it is located, location wise also it varies. So as per your budget, we can give you university. So just disclose your limitation to our counselor or student advisor, maybe in nearest branch. Even nowadays we started a live chat or maybe online counseling. You can just do the WhatsApp call, and they will provide with all the documents, all the details about the university. Even if you visit to our website, you will find most of the details over there. But yes, if you want to talk with our advisors, student advisor, they are available in the concerned offices. You can contact them, and they will discuss about the fees and all, scholarship and all. So now here we are discussing only few of the universities, not all universities, because we cannot discuss this in this webinar. We have only 1 hour. So here one of the universities in Curacao, which is Caribbean University, St. Martinez University, Faculty of Medicine. Their tuition fees is $55,000 for entire program. Program duration is 5 years, 4.5 years, say. Living cost is $4,650 per year, including 2 meals. And as per the record, their FMGE passing percentage is 100%. That is foreign medical graduate examination, what is called MCI screening test. In case of the Georgia, we have Caucasus University, Caucasus International University, Tbilisi State University. The fees range is from $33,000 to $48,000 for entire program. Program duration is 6 years. Program duration for Georgia is 6 years, and living cost is $3,000 per year, including 2 meals, and their success rate is 20%. As per Google, rest university people, if they are available, they can discuss and they will tell you more about it. Okay, everything is depend on your own hard work. If you are hardworking person, if you are scholar, if your percentage are good, definitely this success rate you can take to 100%. Ukraine. So I think Mr. Vijay is there. Hello, Vijay. Hello.
Yes, I am very much here, sir.
Yes, Vijay, I think you can explain better than me about the Ukraine, because you've been there, you was there, and now also you are the university official. So screen is in front of you. Can you please discuss about the Ukraine? You are having about 15 minutes.
Yeah, sure. So thank you very much, and hello to all the participants. My name is Vijay. I am currently based in New Delhi. Regarding Ukraine, I represent the foreign medical universities over there. In Ukraine, there are almost around 2 dozen, close to 25 or 27 foreign medical universities, but the main preference is given to the universities which are in the major cities. The capital of Ukraine is Kiev, and there the national universities. There are two medical universities of government which are over there. The oldest one is Bogomolets National Medical University, and there's another one, Taras Shevchenko Medical University. Apart from this, there's another private university over there. Then when we move on, there is another city which is Kharkiv. That was the former capital of Ukraine. Once when Ukraine had got independence from the Soviet Union, Kharkiv was the capital. There we have got again two government medical universities. The popular ones are Kharkiv National Medical University, followed by VN Karazin National University. Now, on the screen, I would like to address one issue. We are seeing FMG passing percentage of 15% only for Ukraine, which is very low, and you must be wondering why and what's the reason, and is the quality of education bad or what? So let me just address this because this is an important aspect here. See, all these universities which we represent, Kharkiv, Bogomolets, Vien, Karazin, or Taras, these are old universities, very old universities, some as old as more than 200 years. They have got a very good history. They have got like faculty which have been awarded Nobel Prizes. Why the percentage is less is actually because of the rules which are prevalent in India. In India, unfortunately, what is happening is the Medical Council of India rule says that any student who has scored 50% or above in physics, chemistry, biology, aggregate can go for MBBS abroad. On the other hand, they have given a relaxation for candidates belonging from OBC, SC, and ST category, and that is 40%. Like if a student is belonging to OBC, SC, or ST category and wants to do MBBS abroad, even with 40% in physics, chemistry, and biology aggregate, the student is allowed to go abroad. Now, my question is to the parent and to the students also, are these students who get 40%, 45%, 50%, 55%, or even 60% eligible to become doctors? बच्चे बोलते हैं 12 साल काम नहीं किया, स्टडी नहीं किया, अब कर लेंगे. पेरेंट्स आर आल्सो अब पढ़ लेगा बच्चा, उसने डॉक्टर बनना है, but that is practically not possible. This is the reason that these students come back and they are not able to qualify for the MCI screening test. MCI screening test is what? Basically, it is the entire 6-year syllabus. For a human mind, it is not possible कि 6 साल का syllabus याद रखे. Even like there are so many students here. If I ask you what you studied in class 7th, 8th, 9th, so you have all passed. You must have got 80%, 90%, but you don't remember that. कौन सा subject था and what were the intricacies of that. The nutshell is for clearing the MCI screening test, which is very important. Like before you take an admission, you need to know this. If you don't clear the MCI screening test, the degree does not have any value in India. So right from day one, your objective should be कि मेरे को बाहर जाके I don't have to get a degree from there. My objective is to do the MCI screening test. Now, these universities in Ukraine or Russia, they have got huge seats, 500 seats for international students, 1,000 seats for international students. तो सब चला जाता है. 45% वाला भी चला जाता है. They are like Mr. Kamendra pointed out, there are so many consultants and all. वो किसी को भी भेज देते हैं उठा के. They just need money. And believe me, as a university official, I feel bad for those children and all because they are not able to live up to the standards and deliver what the requirements or the expectations of the university are. The success ratio is very good, even 80 to 85% in cases where the students are from good academic background. If we are already scoring 70%, 80% here, 85% here, कोई problem नहीं होता in clearing the MCI screening test. And moreover, in all these universities since the last 3-4 years, the universities have started MCI coaching classes, which now they have made mandatory. From India, every year faculty goes over there. They will teach you right from it begins from the second year onwards at a nominal fees of almost $150 a year they charge for extra for these classes, which is close to around 12,000 rupees per year. Faculty goes from India, and it's highly recommended, I repeat, highly recommended that you also enroll for these MCI coaching classes. Because the main objective is to come back, clear the MCI screening test, and get your license to practice in India as a doctor. That is when what the result you should be achieving right from day one. And coming to now the education and all, and I'll just give you an overview. These universities are very big, but they follow very standard international patterns and all. The class sizes are is very low. There are 15 students per batch. So if there are 500 students who are going, the class size is 15, 15, 15 for the theory classes and all. For the practicals, there are almost each university has got more than 2 dozen hospitals, because like if you see the capital of a country key, there's so many government hospitals, dispensaries and all. So all these government hospitals, dispensaries or specialized care centers, they come under the government. So a student, whether it's in Bogomolets National Medical University or Taras Shevchenko, they all get the same same hospitals to do their clinical exposures and all. So this is the benefit of it. Like, you know, if you go to a government university, then the exposure to clinical rotations is unlimited. Like even now, if we compare it, you know, like with the situation here, with this COVID thing happening in India, see, all the government hospitals have been taken over by the government and it's full of patients. This is what happens over there. Their medical treatment is free for the citizens. So they all go to the government hospitals and all, since it's free. So good clinical exposure is there, which is equally important for to become a successful doctor. And regarding the living cost and all, in Ukraine, easily from a government university like Bogomolets, which is 200-year-old, or in Kharkiv, you can easily complete the entire medical education in 6 years within a range of say 32 lakh rupees to 40 lakh rupees over a period of 6 years. This includes your 6 years tuition fees, 6 years hostel, 6 years food, and some of you who may be vegetarian over there, I would just like to mention that we also arrange cooks and all the spices from India every year. We send the consignment from here. We have got Indian cooks over there. You will get proper vegetarian food if you are a vegetarian. You'll get proper chapati, dal, rice, sabzi, the way you have it in India. So all these things are taken care of. Basically, we are like just trying to relocate your home. Basic facilities provided. It's not that you have to go and have Ukrainian food or international food over there. You get your own this thing. And in first year, we keep the hostel compulsory for every student. It is compulsory for every student to stay in the hostel under our supervision. From second year onwards, students can and have the opportunity to go out and stay, but it is not recommended. Again, if students want, they can stay, but first year it's compulsory that the students stay with us. During the 6 years period, we do the entire visa extensions over there. Every year, the students will be coming back during vacations, which are from June or July till August, depends upon the batches. Like I mentioned to you, there are 15 students per batch. So batch wise, they get their vacations and all. So we arrange their annual every year return tickets and group departures and all. So all students, we bring them in a group and they go back in a group and all. And we are there for the entire 6 year period. We are there till you get your degree. The degree is apostille. We will help you try to do the MCI coaching. Help in the sense we can just guide you and push. We cannot like study on behalf of you, but we can just guide you at every aspect. We are there. And I'm into this in this industry for the last 15 years now. I don't know how many doctors I have produced, and I'm happy for that. And we try to take care of everything. Even in cases like, you know, when you are abroad, there will be questions, oh, mera pocket money kahan se aayega, small things and all. So even in emergencies, we help you with that and we take collect it from your parents and all. So you are assured, you know, of all the support is there for the entire duration of studies and all. You are not alone over there in that country. You are in a group, in an Indian group, and to be on the lighter side, okay, I've been talking of studies and all. We also, on the lighter side of it, try to, you know, treat a student and raise him like a proper grooming of a person from a child to a man. When you come to us, you are a child of 17 years, 18 years, 19 years, and all. But when you leave, you are a man of 24 years, 25 years. So we do a lot of other courses also on personality development. Then we organize a lot of cultural programs also. All the Indian festivals are celebrated there like Dandiya and even Saraswati Puja, Holi, Diwali. It's not the same, but we try to do all these things, and we also organize cultural programs and all where students are encouraged to participate and showcase what they know. It can be folk dances from your state, from other states, from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Jammu, Kashmir. We get students from all over India. So all these things, this thing is also highly encouraged in the university. It's not just studies; it's overall personality development that we focus on. That once when you graduate as a responsible human being. I think that's it from my side. In case any attendees have some questions and all, you are most welcome to ask me, and I'll try to answer to the best of my
Yes, Vijay,
ability.
thank you very much, Vijay. And the questions are there coming on the screen.
Let me check. Yeah, I've got one question I can see.
Yeah. Let me finish the presentation and then all
Okay.
together.
I've got a question here from Amrita. If a student do not want to come back to India after degree and want to practice in the same country, is it possible? Yes, Amrita, it is very much possible, but honestly, it's not easy. See, the thing is, every year, thousands and thousands of students graduate over there. Like each university, if we say if they're taking 500 international students, so I told you there are almost 2 dozen universities. Let's assume there are 20 universities. So 500 international students graduating every year into 20, it's 10,000. These countries, though, are big, but the population is less. So the demand for doctors is not there. The way the demand is there in India, it is not there. Jobs are easy. I have got students who are studying there, but who are working there, practicing there, even in the government sector, but they were academically exceptional students and all. I have a particular student who went to the university, did his graduation there, did his masters. He is now almost on the verge of writing his thesis for the PhD, and he's a professor there, teaching physiology to the students and all. So yes, possibilities are there. Plus, he's also working in the government department. He's a cardiologist. So possibilities are there. And possibilities and options are there only for the people who are willing to take up the challenges and blend themselves into the environment.
Yeah, thank you, Vijay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, possibilities there, but chances are less.
Yes, I'll be very honest with you. I will not give you a rosy picture, but I'll be honest on the other side. You come back to India, there's a huge shortage of doctors, huge shortage of doctors. Day one, you will get a job here. Day one. As you can see, these days also, there's a lot of shortage of doctors and all everywhere. India, the starting salaries are in Delhi and even in Bombay last year, my students got placed. It's around 70,000 to 80,000 rupees per month are the starting salaries in the private sector. And government sector, there are a lot of jobs and all. India has one of the poorest doctor-patient ratio in the world. So there are a lot of opportunities here, and you will make good money over here. Trust me.
Yeah, Vijay, please speak about the safety of the female students.
Okay, this is very interesting. In fact, surprisingly, we get more female students than boys. If we are sending a batch of say 300 students, generally we find 65 to 70% students who are females. There are separate hostels for boys and girls, and exactly, I will not say they are separate hostels. The building is the same, but the top section of the building, like if the building is 5-story, ground floor, first floor, second floor will be boys, third floor and fourth floor will be girl students. Now, there will be two accesses. One is the main entrance. Every student has to get an ID card to enter into the building. Outsiders are not allowed. Again, on the third floor and fourth floor, there will be an additional ID card, the digital card, which the students have to swipe before enter. So outsiders are not allowed. So female students stay on the separate floors, and they have got double access. The boys cannot go there, and all cameras are there. The CCTV cameras are there. The hostels are guarded 24/7, and we have never had any issues. And you are all going in a group. It's not that one student is going. the new batches we send in small groups of around 15 to 20 students, and a senior student will always be accompanying you in the first year, who will be like taking you till the university and all where we take over. So safety and security will not be a problem at all. We have never had any incidents, touch wood, so far.
All right. Thank you, Vijay. Thanks a lot. It was very much useful.
Any more questions, please feel free to ask me.
Sorry?
If there are any more questions, I am around to answer.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. At the end of this webinar,
yeah, you can.
We'll ask the question and we are there to revert back to them.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yes. Now there is another country which is not popular for the in India, basically in Asia. This is Lithuania or maybe Latvia. These are the European countries where the Lithuanian University of Health Science, which is a very, very popular university in Europe. The fees for this university is about $81,000, 75,000 euro, which is equivalent to 81,000, which is expensive. The course duration is 6 years, and the living cost is, you can see, about $6,500, 6,000 euro per year. In this university or this country, very less Indian students they are going. That's the reason the details of the FMGE passing percent is not available online. But education system is very good. Personally, I've been to the university. I have seen safety is not an issue here. Again, after completion of the program, the entire Europe will be open for you. You can go to Germany for your master's program and all. Only thing is that in these universities like what we say Lithuania, or maybe even Vijay spoke about the Ukraine, Georgia, and this Curacao. All right, basically all these is like developed country. In the developed country, whenever you are willing to practice as a doctor, they need a master degree. Master degree, if it is available, then only you can practice as an independent doctor. In India, after MBBS, you can practice here as a doctor, but in these countries, you need master's degree. So after MBBS, you need to get admission for the master's, and once you complete the master's, then you can practice in that country. As long as you wish to, you can stay in that country. Basically, like in Georgia, whenever you, like many students, they're asking me about the master's. Yes, master program is available, but that program is available only in Georgian language. And that's the reason students need to come back to India and again go for the MCI, or from there you have to practice, or maybe you have to take a training for USMLE, then you have to write USMLE, you have to go to the USA again, you have to find some hospital for the clinical rotation. Also, I would like to clear one thing. Whenever student complete their MCI examination, after that they need to complete internship here, and then only they can go for the like say their profession, they can join the job. In case of the St. Martinus University, as I told you, yes, hostel facilities available. Then student prepared for USMLE university, it is included. You don't need to pay anything extra for the USMLE preparation. And university is having own hospital in Michigan, that is Pontiac General Hospital. So all the students after completion of the program, they can go there and they can complete their clinical rotation. But yes, the passing requirement is 70%. If you score 69, you will fail. And that's the reason their FMGE passing rate is 100%. Because if you are scoring 70%, then only you will get promoted to the next semester or maybe next year. So these are the details, and if you need any more details, or if I miss something about all these university or apart from these countries, if you are having any question, you can write in the question bank and we'll answer those questions. Now, visa requirement. This is also one of the most important because.
Okay. Sir, can I come in here for a second, if you don't mind? Sorry
Yes, no
for
problem.
barging in. I
Yeah.
would just like to add here, since you were talking of the syllabus and getting into the European Union, I would like to just add one thing over here. The universities in Ukraine, they follow the ECTS syllabus, which is the European Credit Teaching System, ECTS. So, if from Ukraine a student wants to go to Germany, transfer to Germany, Poland, or Italy, or somewhere else, that is also possible because they follow the same syllabus. But it is not easy. And at the same time, if a student transfers during the MBBS, then the degree is not valid in India. The MCI regulation states the entire MBBS duration should be from the same university.
Yes, true.
So, but they follow the European system. So we have got many students who study MBBS in Ukraine, and for their masters, they proceed to Germany, as it is the degree is valid there.
Yes.
Because Germany is known for high class education, and in the field of health sciences, they are number one in the world, probably, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So a lot of students have this option of going into the European Union countries after completing MBBS from Ukraine.
Yeah.
They don't have to give any additional exam for it, since the syllabus followed is the same.
Yes. But again, in Germany, you need to have a German language.
Yes. Correct. They have to have the A1, A2, B1, B2 to qualify for this thing. Local language proficiency is a must over there in any European Union country.
Yes. All right. So let's have a quick look on the visa requirements. So all educational documents, apostille and original apostille documents are required. Many people, they don't have the idea what is meant by apostille, how to go, where to go. And many people, they waste time and money. So if you don't know, trust us, we'll not charge anything extra to you. You just hand over the documents to us, we'll get it done and in a short time. Financial documents, yes, it is required, bank statement. And keep in mind, if you don't have the account in the bank, now you have to open account in the bank. Okay, and one more requirement I would like to mention, whenever you are applying for the MBBS admission, your age should be minimum 17 years. Okay, 17 years and not more than 25 years. Bank statement, so you need to open either your separate account in the bank. If it is nationalized bank, that is very good, because most of the universities or immigrations, they demand for the statement from the nationalized bank. And if you don't have the separate account, you can get joint with your parents. Also, they required bank letter, and in the bank letter, they need to mention the amount with the conversion. So like if the rupees are there, suppose you are having 6 lakh rupees, so you need to convert into dollars, so equivalent to $8,000 at the rate of so and so. So you can use any of the link, or you can use even Google to convert or to know the today's conversion rate. Okay, or bank people will get it done for you. Birth certificate is required. Fee payment receipt, whenever you make payment after accepting university to you and you accept the offer letter of the university, you have to pay tuition fee to the university, maybe partial or full. Then passport, photographs, police clear photograph, specific size is required in the photograph, so that, and without spectacle for the visa purpose. That also idea you can get from our nearest office. Police clearance certificate and or medical certificate. In some of the countries, both the documents are required. In some of the country, either medical certificate is required or police clearance certificate is required. So police clearance certificate, you don't need to go to this police station. You can just get it from the passport office. Where whenever you apply for the passport, keep that your login details with you. You have to log in there and you have to book for the PCC. And once you apply there for the PCC, you need to make payment of 500 rupees. You have to book the appointment, go to the passport office, and you will get it. Hardly it will take 1 hour to get it. Medical certificate, yes, as I told you, a few of the embassies, they are accepting medical certificate from the registered MBBS doctor. or few of the universities or countries they required from their panel doctor. Medical insurance, yes, this is mandatory to get visa, or whenever you are going to any of this country, insurance is mandatory, so that if something is happened tomorrow or you need some medical treatment, maybe surgery or to undergo in that country, so this medical insurance will cover all the medical expenses. And at the time of visa, we require dummy flight ticket. Yes, we can manage that as well. You don't need to worry about it. So what if your visa refused? So if your visa is refused, maybe your documents are not proper, or maybe if the visa officer is not getting verification of your document, in that case, there are minor chances. You can say just 1% chances, 90%, 99% chance is getting approval of the visa. We are having very high success rate of the visa. So don't worry about it. We are there to take care of it. But even 1%, if your visa is refused, then we can reapply and we can get it done. Or if there is some problem, like if you miss the intake, it is taking too longer to get appointment date or something. Sometime it happens in case of other countries like Georgia and all, we are not getting appointment date. So in that case, if you miss the intake, so we can defer your offer letter for the next intake. So that is also possible. Or we can get extension letter from the university if university is ready for that. So if you are getting extension letter, you may miss a couple of months, but yes, still you can go and you can join the university and you can just sit for the extra lecture. You can spend extra time, sit with the professors, and you can cover the portion, whatever you miss. Otherwise, if in the worst scenario, something is happened very wrong, in worst scenario, you can cancel the admission and you can apply for the refund. You will get whatever fees you paid, that is refundable as per the refund policy of the university. Whenever you make the payment, so refund policy is there. Before paying the fees, better you go to the university website and know about the refund policy. So that will be very convenient for you and for us as well. Yeah, Amrita, again, she asked me about the any Indian bank's loan is applicable for the fees. Yes, Indian banks, they are giving loan. We have many students, they applied, even SBI and Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, they are giving loan. You need to approach to the bank and there are certain documents which are required, like one thing is like admission letter, second is like income proof, and third is like collateral. That may be property, is maybe flat or maybe your house.
Kamendra, let me just add a couple of things over here for the education loan.
Yeah.
Apart from the admission letter, you will require the prospectus of the university for medical studies, and additionally recognition from the Medical Council of India, the proof for that.
Yes.
This is mandatory.
Yes.
That the university is recognized by the Medical Council of India. And all these documents on the university side, whatever is required, will be providing you with the same. You need not worry about that.
University will provide all the documents along with like your offer letter. If you are applying for the university education loan, will get it done. All the documents university will send, and those documents you need to submit to the bank, you will get it. So yes, so I was about to show you one video about how is the accommodation arrangement, but I think due to technical problem, it is not playing, not possible to play it. So now many of the students, like few questions they are asking me whenever they visit us. So just me speak about those questions. Part-time job. So many students, those are going for the MBBS education, they ask, can I work part-time? Because they know whenever we go abroad, my friend, he went for the engineering, he went for the business studies, and he's working part-time, he's earning money. Yes, friend, they can, and but you cannot. Not possible, because students are always busy. You are having a lot of work, lot of practical work, lot of assignment submission. So it is not possible for you to work part-time. Please make note of this. Part-time work is not possible, because even you are hardly getting time to eat and sleep. Visa extension, yes, university will guide and help you time to time. If, like, say, most of the universities, you are getting visa for 1 year, and every year you need to renew that. So for the extension of your visa or renewal of your visa, university officials will take care. If required, they can take you to the immigration office and will get it done. Okay. If you need any support from our end, yes, we are there. You can just call us or message us. We'll help you in getting your extension of the visa. Yes. Post completion of MBBS. So post completion of MBBS or MTTK. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to appear for the screening test, foreign medical graduate examination to practice in India. Whenever you complete your MBBS from abroad, you have to come here. If your university, as Vijay told you, that it is MCI approved, and if you got an eligibility certificate, you are allowed to write FMG, and then after that you are allowed to practice in India. Okay. But if you complete your masters, means like say residency from USA or PLAB from UK, then you can practice in India, okay, and other countries without writing any screening test. So after completion of your masters, that is called residency in USA, you don't need to write this screening test. And if you are the registered doctor in UK, then also you don't need to write this screening test. You can practice in UK, in USA, and in India as well.
Kamendra, let me just come in over here.
Yes, please.
Number one, eligibility certificate from MCI, according to the recent regulations, once the student is qualifying NEET exam, they need not apply for any MCI eligibility certificate. MCI will no longer be issuing eligibility certificates. The NEET result will be considered in lieu of that. Number two, there's a question from Amol. Is MCA eligibility certificate required to take admission in foreign universities? Not anymore. We need the NEET score. NEET score is required. The validity of the NEET score is for 3 years, and the student has to qualify in the NEET score. Also, is HSC's verification certificate mandatory? That is the embassy's responsibility or our responsibility. We will get the documents apostilled and attested from the Ministry of Human Resources and Development. So, which is our responsibility. That is not the student's responsibility. The Kamendra had mentioned the visa documentation part, the apostille and all. It includes this, the verification of the documents from the university. Apostille is basically a certificate from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that the document is genuine, which is done on the basis of verification from the board which is issuing the certificate.
All right. So now see again regarding this eligibility certificate, as Vijay said, like say now NEET exam is like they accept it. But see, in case of the admission to UK university or USA university, this NEET is not mandatory. You need to write a disclaimer and you can go with, for the admission. It is not required. Even in many of the universities in USA, your site is also not required. All right. So in that case, whenever if you are not given the NEET, all right, so you will not get this eligibility certificate, and then After MBBS, from there, you are not allowed to practice back to India unless and until you complete your residency, that means master's degree. All right, do you have any question? If you have any question, you can just write in the question box and we'll revert back to you. We are giving you, like, say, about 3 minutes. In next 3 minutes, if I don't receive any question, then we'll stop this session, and I hope we have given you enough information. And even if you have you required any details, you can go to our website or you can visit to your nearest office and speak with our student advisor. Yes, there is one question. I missed the starting. Can I? Okay. Basically, Anik, yes, Anik, actually what happened, we don't know from where you joined, but what we'll do, we will share this presentation with everybody so that you can go with this, and if you are having any nearest branch to you, you can speak with the concerned person. We'll share this PPT with everybody. I think there are no more questions. Yes. Okay, then thank you very much to all of you, all the participants and all the panelists, Mr. Vijay. You have, like, say, found special time for us from your busy schedule, and you have provided like very useful information to us. And Amol, yes, today it was a holiday, even though you are there, and you have done very good introduction part of this. Yes, there is one question. After MBBS, is the PG administration is confirmed?
Let
PG
me answer this.
admission?
Yeah, it will be admission only. Once, can I answer this?
Yes, 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 please, please go ahead.
Okay, see, the MBBS degree is a 6-year degree program or a 5-year degree program in most of these countries and all. Now, we had mentioned that after clearing the MBBS, if you want to come back to India and work here, you have to clear the MCA screening test. This MCA screening test, according to the new regulations, it is very shortly going to be replaced by next national exit test. This is already approved and the process is underway. Maybe I think by this year and it should be implemented. So the merit list of this next exam will be used for the admissions to the various postgraduate medical courses in India. So there's nothing called a confirmation. You have to clear the exam, come in the merit. If the merit list is there in India, you will get admission in the post-graduation courses. On the other hand, if you want to continue the post-graduation in the university abroad, it is very much possible you will get the admission easily. That is not a problem at all. Okay, there's one more question. Students are confused in choosing destination for medical education. They have different myths. Do you have tips on choosing destination? Well, this is a very easy thing. See, most of the places, the universities are huge, they are big, they are government universities, recognized not only by the Medical Council of India, but they are recognized by the World Health Organization also, the WHO. So you cannot go wrong if you are choosing a university which is listed in the Medical Council of India and in the World Directory of Medical Schools. What basically you have to see is choose the budget. That is most important thing. Based upon your budget for studies, there are a lot of universities which are imparting good quality education, and then you have to choose the country based upon your budget. Now, if you say you want to go to USA and you have got a budget of 20 lakh rupees, then I'm sorry, it will not be possible. So, and education wise, it's the same. Okay, yes, it's more, USA is more advanced, there will be more opportunities and all, but it's a question of affordability also at the end of the day. So we have to be live in a realistic world. Human body is the same everywhere in the world. The heart is at the same place everywhere, and the kidneys also, and the liver also, and the brain also. Okay, and these are government universities which are known for their contribution to health sciences industry. Suggest I suggest you choose a country or a university based upon your budget. That is what is more important than just dreaming I want to go to Singapore or to US or to UK or to Australia and you cannot afford it. All universities are the same. The medical education is highly governed by, strictly governed by the rules and regulations of the various medical councils, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of that country, and they all report to the World Health Organization. So it's not a joke to run a medical university and to continue it for 50 years, 100 years, 200 years.
All right. Okay. I think, yes, you're right, Vijay. All the universities, those are MCI approved and yes, in the word directory of the medical education, then blindly it's like you don't need to think more about it because these universities are in this directory. That means they're having enough facilities and qualified professors, all the laboratories in place. So education wise, there is nothing like you're missing, but only you need to think about your budget and your career, what career option you want, whether you are willing to practice in that country or willing to come back to India. Second thing is like your budget. Budget is very, very important. That's the reason I told you, whatever limitations you are having, you discuss your limitations first. So whenever you discuss your limitation, whether you are willing to go ahead with the IELTS, whether you are willing to go ahead to spend like 7 crore rupees. So you discuss these things with our student advisor and definitely they will guide you properly because we have these charts with all the branches and accordingly they can tell you, yes, what is in your budget and which is the best option for you. Once you discuss with them, you will come to know. Thank you once again to all of you. So we are going to end the meeting with the permission of all of you. Yes, Vijay, is this okay?
Yeah, thank you, Kamendra, and to all the participants. If you have any questions, you can always get back to me. You can drop in a mail or send a message to Kamendra or to Amol, and I'll be very happy to answer to the best of my ability. All the best, students. Don't worry for NEET. It will happen soon. Don't get stressed during this lockdown.
Yes.
Just stay safe, stay isolated, stay happy. Life is beautiful, remember. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Vijay.
Okay, bye-bye.
And
thank you, Mr. Vijay, and thank you, Kamendra sir, for wonderful session. I look forward for more sessions for the benefit of students. Those who cannot make it today, maybe we can have an alternative for them as well. Thank you very much once again.
Thanks a lot. Stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye, take care, and it will happen very soon. They are making the arrangement, required arrangement. All right, bye-bye, take care. We are going to end the meeting. Thanks.